Round 7. It looks like he did go for the Ukraine stack, as I thought he would, and he traded back Northwestern Europe. I got a bit lucky in the Baltic states, and he failed the trade there. And I actually didn't even go for the trade in Belarus, which is surprising. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stack West Russia and allow him to go into Caucasus if he wants. Because early game you definitely don't want to allow this Germany Caucasus stack, but as long as Karelia remains in my hands and I get free flow of 8 US units and 4 or 2 UK units a turn into Eurasia here, I think I'm just gonna be solidly keep gaining a lead. So if I remember correctly, the bombings went quite poorly last round, so let's hope we get a more favorable result this time. And he has 9 Japanese planes, so with the destroyer here coming down, I think that's gonna be safe on at least another round. If he keeps reinforcing with fighters, I will eventually have to ditch the Baltic Sea stack, but not yet. And because he left his transports here, he doesn't actually have anything in range to land in Yunnan next turn, so I'm gonna be annoying and capture it with UK. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Oh, proper damage there. That means we're gonna be able to go up to 3 bombers next turn. Slowly the compounding pressure will begin to mount. Sub will be as annoying as possible. Go here. So if you these 6 infantry are now stuck in Japan because of his kind of awkward transport placement. So if he wants to get another transport, he'll have to get the destroyer at the very least, and most likely even 2 destroyers to be safe against this submarine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, unfortunately, if I had a bomber in range, I would place it in Kazakh here, because then I could be even more annoying. But unfortunately, that is not possible. And we will land in Baltic and in Karelia. We'll shift our troops down, move the destroyer, and he has 9 units in range of India this turn. I suspect he's gonna retake Burma. Okay, I'll actually send 2. Because he has so few ground units, I'm gonna be a bit greedy and spread out a bit. Usually you don't want to do this, because he'll just be able to hit everywhere, and you don't when you're not able to hit back, you'll lose a lot of stuff. But he's only able to hit once. He doesn't have any depth to his attack here. So if he lands in Persia here, I'll be able to hit back from India. If he lands in Egypt, I'll be able to hit back from Libya and Transjordan. So I think in this case it'll be fine. And I'm not gonna do the math on West Russia this turn. I'll do some more accurate accuracy on when it's Russia's turn. Beautiful. And we'll deploy more. And the attack power should be starting to even out. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, he started with a big attack power lead, but now we're evened out. Germany is still very big with over 100 attack power, so it's going to take a long time to get a big enough stack to threaten that at all. But since he's not really doing anything with Japan, I think think we're looking pretty as a peach. Is that 2 more bombers I'm spotting? Wow. Only 4 ground units on round 7. Okay. And it looks like he's moved a lot of his air in range of Baltic states. So I am going to have to give up that Navy stack next round. And I think I'm going to be just leaving the carrier and stuff here to protect against the German air on the upcoming round. Since the UK stack is already there, it means that on Japan will have the option of just hitting this with a ton of air and getting a really good trade, but that's the awkwardness of multinational stacks. I don't think there's any combat moves. No. So the landing of troops continue. Yeah, he ditched Africa here, only capturing Somalia. So this is oh, this can actually go up here immediately, which yeah. Okay, I'll send 1 fighter here, and this other fighter should go somewhere useful. I've done the math on West Russia, and with the Russian fighters, this should hold without any more reinforcements. Yeah, the turns are getting increasingly simple as we get into a grind. Getting a full 12 infantry for the first time. US is really getting charged up. And we get 8 Russian units. Gonna start pushing into China. So he only has yeah, he has some air here, but I don't know. This is a good starting point. If I can set up a stack of one of these provinces, that would be ideal. I think Vologda is a good province for me to try and stack this turn. Can I get 1 UK fighter in? So this will leave me with 8 units, and he'll have 8 attackers, but a lot of them will be planes. And I'll shift the fighter over here. So my hope is that they'll just retreat next turn. And since the unit count lead is starting to get pretty big, I can afford to be playing a bit aggressively. Alright. Put these planes here. I will shift 1 infantry up here as a blocker. And I do want to keep reinforcing here. Yes, so this should leave me with about well over 80% to defend West Russia, as I haven't even counted the AA gun and the 2 bombers in my calculations. Yeah, it's pretty important that this complex is going to block the blitz, so there's no worries. I'm not gonna lose Moscow. Alright. first time I've had an attack power lead. And the income situation is as good as ever. Alright, 8 infantry now, down from 10. Good, making progress. I'm getting a bomber and 7 ground units. As discussed earlier, I'm not gonna be landing in Baltic anymore because of the Japanese air presence. And now I'm gonna start trading with UK and stacking with US to build up a stack that can push Germany back eventually. And be as annoying as possible in the east here. Even gonna use a bomber here instead of strat bombing Germany. Alright. And I will have to remember to use the fighters. There we go. No bomber shot down, beautiful. The nice thing with these battles is that even if I fail like it's doing currently, oh, never mind, I can still hit with the US on their turn, so I will be able to trade these provinces, even if I get a bit unlucky. I've seen some people not play with animations turned off, and it's gotta take so long to roll through these battles. Okay. We'll start landing in Finland. Moving the stack up. Since he doesn't have a lot of airplanes in range of the Norwegian Sea here, I won't need as many fighters, UK fighters, protecting it. Yeah, the sub will be moved here to be as annoying as possible. I do think I want to maintain 2 UK infantry in Karelia so I can trade the Baltic states again next turn. And I think I'll keep having 1 UK infantry in Persia because it's so flexible there. Alright. And we have gotten a solid attack power lead. Beautiful. US 8. Looks like he's dumped a lot of units into Buryatia, so he's going to be pushing the northern route here, even though that's a bit slower than going through China. And it did retreat from Evenki here, so I'm going to be gaining some more income this round. For US, I'm going to get 10 units and I'll go up to the maximum transport load. Now I'll have 6 transports going every round. And I don't think there's any combat moves I'm going to do, so I'll just skip here. I'm going to transfer over my fleet and I'll dump the units into Finland, transfer the units here, move them all down, move the transports back. One thing I have to be a bit careful about is the total amount of Japanese planes here. I've gotten burned once before, because if he shifts this stack into Northwestern Europe, he'll be able to hit this and Norwegian Sea with his Japanese planes. So the total amount of ships that both UK and US has to be able to match up to the total amount of planes he has. Alright, transfer this over since he no longer has anything in range of Africa. I'm guessing that I'll retake this with UK and I'll send some boats down, so this stack here won't be moving out of Africa because they'll need to contest it once he recaptures it in two rounds. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother checking the math here. I'm gonna do that on Russia's turn. Just have to be careful and not make any obvious mistakes. And for Russia, same build as always. And I'll grab income. I don't know if there's any point to capturing Yunnan. I should be looking to stack one of these provinces if I can, but I don't think I can do that. Or actually, I can't stack Evenki here, which is interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because the planes here is not in range of Evenki. There's only the 5 planes and the 3 bombers. So that's 11 units total. So if I send everything up here, I should have enough to hold it. Yeah. So this looks pretty nice. As for non-combat, let's do a quick checkup here. He has 14, 25, 28, 30, and US has 16, 18 with UK, 4 fighters, 22. Yeah, I think just leaving the Russian units as is probably good. And we'll send the newly produced units eastward to push Japan. Yeah, I do need to leave some Russian infantry in Kazakh so that I don't accidentally give him bombers for free. That would be very unfortunate. And this seems reasonable. As the game goes later, you don't need the same amount of accuracy as in earlier turns, because I'm feeling very confident in this game right now, and it's more a question of his if he's going to be able to play it slow enough that the season ends before the game ends on June 10th, or if I'm going to be able to win on Victory Series. Still going to be at least 4 or 5 more rounds until I get a big enough US stack to start pushing into Germany. So I think I'll be able to win in round 16 or 17, but there's still a few weeks, so we'll see if I'm going to be able to do it in time.